it's at this point where I'm kind of past that. I just want to find the best ways. I've also come to this understanding that, ultimate belonging and all this stuff. Yeah, why didn't you go into that lane already? I'm trying to find my own way, but I definitely am putting a backseat on. Okay, now it is raining. Isn't that unfortunate? Could it be like that? Okay, it's raining even harder now. Wow. Oh, it's actually off. Okay, let me turn that back on then. Okay. So, vlog status? I'm getting fatter. Well, not fatter, but I definitely am putting a backseat on working out and probably eating well, because everything that I'm doing is just to make the process of me making, good videos just a lot much more, possible, with little to less stress. That's why I personally just go to the nearest diner or whatever, Denny's, and just start drawing and working away at my video making. And basically what I'm saying is that I'm trying to find my own way, and I think I pretty much have, and I do know, but I know that it requires like a lot of hard work out of me. Is I want to gain, the YouTube algorithm, but make really good videos that get millions of views. And with that being said, I have to be strategic to some extent, but also too, I got to make sure that I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and also too, I got to make sure that what I'm doing is like, it's gonna be wanted to, like basically people are gonna want to watch it as much as I am, and I want to make sure that as good as my artistic ability is to just draw things, I want to do that for my YouTube videos and have it to where, it could be beloved by. Why didn't you go? Well, I'm already going. Anyways. Yeah, why didn't you go into that lane already? Anyways, but with that being said, however, I'm literally gonna grind till, like, I can no more. And, all this before even eventually, getting paid on YouTube and stuff. Like, that is one of my hopes, that once I'm able to rack up as much watch time hours as possible and to gain the subscriber count, or even then, that I'm able to then like have an understanding that, hey, this goal of acquiring wealth through creating good, genuine videos and going wherever I want with it, because my artist ability is literally limitless. I can literally draw anything and plaster it on the screen, and what determines on its success level is dependent on how much work I really want to put into it. But if I can acquire wealth through those means, I would basically accomplish my whole entire dreamscape of like just being able to profit off of my ability of being an artist. And part of me in my head is like, this might not be real, it might not be worth it, and to some weird extent, it's like, it may not really give you a huge payout. But then there's another voice where it's like, no, if you literally do this, you'll be the epitome of what it means to be an artist on YouTube. And quite literally, people, it is what it is. I think people already look up to me as far as what I'm actually capable of. I've already created my own graphic novel series and, a bunch of other things, like my own little movie and all that. So, a lot of people are always amazed by what I do. So it's at this point where I'm kind of past that. So I just want to find the best ways to profit off of my art, because I want to just move out. I want to have my own stuff. I want to be the master of my own destiny, master of my own world. And I feel that the best way for me to accomplish that is by literally creating the best possible videos I think that I could ever conjure up, and then have an understanding of the YouTube algorithm, and also have an understanding of just everything. I already understand pretty much everything that it means to kind of be human. And then this is the final nail in the coffin. So I'm not looking towards YouTube for a sense of like, ultimate belonging and all this stuff. Like, I'm way past that. Like, I've also come to this understanding that, the people around you, and this is for the majority, I think, of people, they're not always going to have the healthiest things to say. They're not always going to, be able to back your opinions that honestly are kind of new and have no real grounding or basis in a lot of reality. So, with that in itself being said, you kind of have to just kind of believe in yourself, as they say, and you know, kind of just take a leap of faith, but it has to be a wise one. It can't just be one based upon just ultimate feeling. It has to have some basis in reality, to the sense of like, you know, you've seen this work before. You have a small preview of what this is. So what if you try this on a larger scale, and then you can at least see what it can turn into. And that's essentially what it is. And it's not just a thing where it's like, you know, like, oh, I'm going into this and I have no idea if it's going to work. It's like, no, I know this is going to work because I already know, like, who I am and what I'm capable of and what I've already gone through. So, with that even being said, you know, yeah, let's start the fuse.